Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is RJ Dragon. Today I will be showing you my AFL Round 5 2019 predictions. I was feeling a bit lazy this week. Didn't get the tips done on what I usually use to get it done, so I'm going to be using the AFL.com tipping website. So just quickly go over that. So yeah, we're here. Kicking off the round, we have Brisbane versus Collingwood. At the Gabba. I'm pretty sure the Brisbane Lions are selling out the Gabba for the first time in since 2010. Even though Brisbane have been good form, apart from losing that game to Essendon, and Collingwood have been in good form as well. I see Collingwood getting over the line by 22 points. I reckon Brisbane, they're not overrated, but they're not underrated at the moment. They're kind of in between with that loss to Essendon. I reckon they will bounce back, but they just won't. The Collingwood will just be too good for them. Next, we have the Friday night game at Marvel Stadium. North Melbourne take on the Bombers. I could see this going either way. I'm tipping a bit of an upset, even though it's North Melbourne's home ground. They're hosting it. My bad. So I see North Melbourne winning. I reckon it'll be a close game, probably single digits. But it'll be a close game. Yeah. Next, we go to Optus Stadium, which is also a Friday game, apparently. Eagles versus Port Adelaide. I see the Eagles just beating Port Adelaide. It'll be a close game. The last two encounters have been, a couple of the last three encounters, not including JLT, have been a kick off the siren to win the game for Eagles. I don't reckon it'll be after the siren, but it'll be a pretty close game. Next, GWS versus Fremantle. So yeah, GWS versus Fremantle. I see GWS in the end being too good for Fremantle. Fremantle get in Nathan Fyfe. But I still see the GWS Giants getting away quite comfortably in the end. Next, we have the Demons versus the Saints. I reckon St Kilda have been real good recently, so the Demons have had pretty bad patches at the start of the season. Had that good win against Sydney away. Demons fans definitely be excited because I do reckon you will make finals. But I reckon Saints will just be too good on the weekend. They're playing with real excitement and excitement and speed. They're really working the ball well. They're transitioning the ball from midfield to attack quite well. Next, we have Richmond and Sydney. Let's just give Richmond a pat on the back. Going into the Port Adelaide game, everyone tipped Port Adelaide to win. If you tip Richmond, probably didn't know what you're doing, just being honest. Actually, I was close to tipping Richmond myself, so, yeah, I'm a bit of a spud. Anyway, Richmond versus Sydney. Richmond will get the job done. Sydney you don't really know what Sydney are at the moment. One game they'll go out and absolute belt a top 4 team, and the next they'll lose to a bottom 4 team. So it's a bit unpredictable what Sydney are at the moment. Buddy Franklin, I'm glad to see that Oliver Florent and a couple of other players stepped up, and Franklin didn't have to carry the team like usual. Josh Kennedy's had a great start of the season. Even though last game he scored in fantasy like an 88 or something, that was a bit of a shame. But anyway, I reckon the Richmond Tigers will get the job done at Marvel Stadium. Next, the Dogs go to play at Marvel Stadium on Sunday against the Blues. I reckon the Dogs will win. They got better side, more experienced side. They got the Cripps and Bont going head to head. This is going to be a classic. I just see the Dogs being too powerful in the end, but I would not be surprised if the Blues come in with an upset and get over the Dogs. Next, we have Adelaide at the Adelaide Oval versus the Gold Coast Suns. Adelaide have not lost to the Gold Coast ever. They're the only side in the AFL who hasn't lost to the Gold Coast ever, which is a bit surprising since you have top teams like Sydney, they lost to them last year. Teams like probably, I think they won the first year. Gold Coast bet Richmond the first year after the siren. They bet Port Adelaide for a close one in their first year. But anyway, they beaten basically every other team except Adelaide. Adelaide at Adelaide Oval. Eddie Betts is 300th. Get around him. He's an absolute star. You don't have to be an Adelaide fan like I am to appreciate Eddie and know how much of a good player he is. He's out there. He's an exciting player, but it's not just about Eddie this week, even though it should be. He'll be looking out to go put on a good team performance, just Eddie. And there's been a lot of talk about dropping Jenkins. Give him another week. He's just had a couple of bad games in a row. He had to do it all last year. Had no really help with the loss of Tex and stuff like that. So yeah, give him a break, and he'll come in and kick his 3 or 2 out the back, and then all the pressure will be off of him again. Yeah, I reckon Adelaide will just be too strong at their home ground. I'm going to say this. I can't believe I'm saying it. Don't be surprised if Gold Coast beat Adelaide. Adelaide have been playing absolute trash. Their ball movement has been pretty ordinary. Very slow. I think Sloan was talking about how if they move the ball too fast, they turn it over. That was not happening in 2017 and 2016 when they were moving it real fast, explosive down the ground, creating options and transitioning it through the corridor to the forward line. Anyway, I reckon Adelaide's not worse, but their not best footy is still enough to beat Gold Coast. Next, we have probably the biggest rivalry in AFL, Geelong versus the Cats. I see Geelong just being a bit too strong over Hawthorn to get the job done. Don't get me wrong, Hawthorn do get Jager O'Meara back into the side. Some experience in that midfield. Just, you know what? James Warple's been an absolute gun this season as well. So, yeah, anyway, I see Geelong winning this classic by 20 points, just saying. Alright, if you did enjoy this video, sorry I rambled on about Adelaide a bit. But anyway, if you did enjoy this video, like and subscribe. That would be very good for me. Yeah, we've hit 74 subscribers. I said let's hopefully get to 100 by the end of this year. I'm going to wrap up the video because it's Brisbane Collingwood game's about to start now. Turn down the volume so you can hear the audio in the background. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. See ya.